Hey, so I had actually recorded about an hour and 30 minutes, and I had painted a few things. I had painted the two wings, and these guys here. But my phone died, and I used my phone as a mic, so I didn't want to use the webcam's audio because it just doesn't sound good when you're recording at 720p. So I talked about quite a few different things that I won't be able to remember, but I picked up this kit. It was $1 at a dollar store, and it was one of those dollar stores that have items not priced at just $1. I usually don't like those dollar stores because I think of a dollar store being $1. That's what I like to think. Those are the dollar stores I like. But fortunately, this was $1, and if you can tell, it is not bad at all. And I've used the paint. It's pretty good. It's watercolor, so it washes right off. And I tried to get the color off to the best of my ability. As you can see, like, that was red. But I really did not like the audio quality. So, that kind of sucks, but what can you do? So for today, I have my paint brush. I have my Mickey and Donald cup for water. I have a paper towel to make sure my paint doesn't get on my wood desk. Another paper towel for my brush. Then I also have a chocolate bar, a dark chocolate that I picked up from a dollar store. Landmark Confections. It's nothing special. I already took 3 bars out of it. And luckily, we still have a lot of lemon heads left. Which is surprising because I can tear right into a lemon head box. I also have a glass of water that is starting to condensate. And I have my 2 dogs behind me. So if you hear anything in the background that's not me, it's going to be my dogs. But they look like they're relaxing behind me. So let's get started with a piece of chocolate. Now for $1. It's really surprising. If I didn't say it's dark chocolate. It's not too bad. Nothing fancy. as you can see, I had three more bars right here. So I'm just gonna and I also had Sour Patch Kids. And what was it? Swedish Fish. I don't like chocolate on my clothes. But I feel like those candies have too much of a gushy sound to them. Too much lip kind of smack gush. But it's like a different texture and consistency than gum, because I like the sound of like gum chewing. But when you have like a soft kind of candy, then it just sounds kind of all really just, the best way I could describe it is like gushy, like just wet. And I don't think I would like that sound. Though I don't mind experimenting and trying out different sounds. I just don't think that would be a sound that would present any sort of tingle. But I don't know. If you're a fan of that, if you let me know, I might save some. So we're just going to start off with the yellow. And if you can't tell, I have 2 points of lights coming in this time. The one on the right being natural lighting. Just to see how it would be any better. I also had bought 2 light bulbs just to sort of have a artificial lighting that is close to representing natural lighting. I bought a 3500K and a 5000K. And I've done a little bit of like a study before, and I was just trying to get some of that knowledge back I believe the K stands for Kelvin, which is like a temperature. So you have like this spectrum that is based on that unit. Where you have the warm side, which is lower in the numbers, and then you have the cool side, which is the higher, like based on the sun. I believe from like if it's a clear day, 6,500 K would be when the sun is at like noon to 2 p.m., for example. And like 3,400 K would be around sunset or sunrise. So I was messing with those two colors, and in my opinion, I really like it. I like the 3,500 more than I do like the 5,000, just because it's more neutral white and not too cool blue. But I definitely need like more lamps or ballast or something to utilize more lights, so I can have more points. Like right now I'm using 2-point lights, natural and artificial, and right now I'm using a bulb that I've already had. I don't know what temperature it's at, but I would say it's around 2,000. It's I really like the warmth of it. There's like a study that, the warmer the color is, the less strain on your eyes are. Like a lot of people have, I wouldn't say it's more of a study anymore. It's just like a fact now that the warmer the color is, the less strain for your eyes, like at night. If you're a person that likes to be in bed before you're sleeping and you're on a computer, you're on your cell phone, tablet or something, the light it emits naturally is a coolish blue color, which sort of keeps which basically keeps you up. For jailbroken devices, like I'm not sure about Android, but I know for iPhone, there's this tweak you can use, Flux F.LUX or period LUX, and you can also get that for Windows, Mac, and I believe Linux, and it's really good. You put in like your zip code or your coordinates, and then it'll know at like where the sun's currently at. It'll take that into effect, and then it'll warm your screen in the morning and towards night when you're going to go to sleep, and that really helps you stay relaxed when you're tired, because that blue light will keep you up, and you may say like, oh, I'm pretty tired right now, and then you end up staying awake because you're on some kind of social network, Facebook or something. you're trying to go to sleep, but then you end up on Google for 2 hours or something, because that light is keeping you awake. So if you have that problem, which I know I certainly do, for your computer, download, just Google search f.lux, and it's free, and it's really good. You may not like it at first, but it's really neat. And if you're a person that does a lot of video editing or like photo editing, there's settings where you can disable it temporarily, which is really handy, so you don't have to worry about it interfering too much with what you normally do. And I can definitely feel it help. And it's also made me look more into extensions for my browser. I'm using Chrome right now. And there's a lot of really neat extensions out there. Like there's this one, I forgot what it's called, it's media something, which allows you to like disable the location restriction. Like, I like some Channel 4 shows, and on my computer I can't watch Channel 4 on demand because that's I don't know what parts of Europe, but it's a European thing. And since I don't live in Europe, I can't watch it, but with that extension, it disables it so that I can watch it, and it's really helpful for Europeans that want to watch North American Netflix, because there's some shows that we only get, and I believe vice versa. So it comes in handy for that kind of thing. And I think I want to say it's Australia that doesn't have Netflix, but I could be wrong. I know there's one place in European content where you can't watch Netflix or something like that. I know there's some place over there. Maybe it's not a part of Europe, but close. So if there's any kind of extensions you like to use, quite a bit more daily than rarely, you could leave that in the comment section. That'd be really neat to have these videos that I was thinking that it'd be really cool to have videos that have some sort of participation, you know, more than just constructive criticism or criticism of the sort, and actually have the viewers be able to respond like a message board or a forum. You know, because people will ask in ASMR videos, you know, if you have any requests, just to let me know. That's sort of the same thing. If you have something interesting, why don't we just talk about it and share? last time I painted, I don't know if I told this in part one, but I was probably in high school still, and I don't remember what year I took art. And it was just like an elective, whatever. Just so it was pretty easy. It wasn't anything special, but I enjoyed it. And yeah, I think I was a senior, so still a couple of years back, not too long. I'm only 22, so I graduated when I was 17. And I had a really cool art teacher, Miss Lichtenberger, and she would let me. There's this little mom and pop Mexican place. That have really, really good like tacos. Everyone calls it the taco stand instead of its correct name. I think it's like taqueria something. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so that might have not even been it. But I think it's taqueria something. And she would let me call and order it, because there would always be one other person. I think it was like $8 and they would deliver. So it'd have to be like, depending on what you put in your taco, like at least 3 or 4 tacos. And she'd let me go outside and pick it up. It was right across the street, so I don't think they really mind delivering it if it wasn't too much, because it's right there. It was literally right across the street. But yeah, she was really cool about that. So in the morning, first period, I'd have art, and sometimes I'd get tacos. And I slept a lot during that class. I slept a lot during my high school years. A lot. I think it's because I'm like naturally nocturnal or something. I don't know, my internal clock is really messed up to where I'm just constantly up at night. It just happens. I'll fix my schedule to where I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and I'll go to sleep about 10. But then just somehow I end up staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then all of a sudden I'm up till 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I'm up till 8, and then I'm up till 10. I think I might be a vampire. But like a cool vampire, you know? Not like Edward Cullen. Like cool. Maybe like Blade. Because he's half vampire. Walk around in the day. Breaks the laws of being a vampire. Or maybe I'm an owl. So after I'm done with this, I'll still have quite a bit of paint left over. And I was thinking maybe I could pick up a canvas and watch a Bob Ross video and then try to do it. There's just some things you don't forget when you watch a lot of Bob Ross, like painting the skies in an X and just sweeping it back and forth to soften it up. And I think a lot of people that enjoy ASMR are very familiar and fond of Bob Ross. It was weird, never really knowing what ASMR was until a couple of years ago, probably around 2 years ago is when I found out what it was actually called, and I would catch myself watching these ASMRists coming up. Like I'd watch YouTube videos and get that feel from people, like unintentional ASMR. And I think the first person I found was Gentle Whispering. She's a really big one in the community. I was like, oh wow, so that's what it's called. That's what those tingles are. Because I used to get them from everywhere as a child and still. And it was really neat to know the name and then see all these other people coming up. And it makes me wish that I had actually tried and make videos as well back then. Because for the longest time I was just on the bench watching. But I remember one time when I was in junior high, probably in 8th grade, when I was like really interested in a Bob Ross, I went to the library, public library. Actually, no. Well, it was a public library, but that library is long gone. We now have another one. The old library is actually now a police station. But I'd gone. Or did I get it from that library? I think I did. Anyways, I picked up a painting video. And this woman, oh, it was so relaxing. Just the way she talked, the sounds of the brush on the canvas, and how soft everything was. It was sort of dreamy. And I remember about 20 or so minutes in, she started painting this rabbit, and I couldn't help it. I just started falling asleep. Just naturally got tired. So whenever I wanted to go to sleep or take a nap or something, I remember I'd pop that VHS tape right in there, and I would watch and fall asleep. I didn't even learn how to paint from her because all I wanted to do was just sleep to it. And after that point, that's when I really started searching for different videos to try to relax me. And nothing would really get me. I would just get these little tingles, these little bursts of tingles from unintentional videos. I would watch, I don't know how I found it, but these girls were pretending to be Sora and Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. And at one point, like, it was kind of like fandom fiction kind of stuff, where like they were trying to do like Sora and Riku getting together or something like that, and like Sora was hiding a camera in these DVDs, like these games or DVDs, and you can hear the sounds. It's like the old school games and DVDs. You could hear the disc rattling in the CD case a lot better, and that would get me every time. I watched that video over and over again just to hear those DVDs shake in their case. And it was so pleasant to my ears. It was such an orgasm for my ASMR needs. I loved it so much, and I tried for the longest time looking for that video. I would still try looking for that video every now and again, just so I can get a little, like, just a taste of that nostalgia. Just a little. It's so hard to find. And if anyone ever finds that video, please link me. I remember I watched the video. I had watched that video so many times that I have a pretty good memory of it. I didn't watch it that many times, but I watched it a good amount to remember. Sora hit the camera between like the DVD of the games, and he calls Roxas over, and Roxas was like playing Sonic on Wii or something like that, a Wii game, and Sora just like wants to hang out or something. I don't remember. I think they showed games as well, like trying to bribe Riku with games or something like that. Why do I feel like I said Roxas instead of Riku in the beginning? Pretty sure I said Riku, but and they were like in a room. And just, I don't know. I think Sora was trying to kiss Riku, something like that. I really don't remember how I came across it. I remember watching a whole bunch of like cosplay sort of, I don't know what would be the word for it, like performances, yeah, at like conventions, and that's just one of the videos I came across. Like the title probably got me, like Sora kiss Riku or something, and it's obviously like girls. I was like, okay. Keep in mind I was pretty young, so I mean, Sora and Riku kissing is not a fascination of mine in any way. That's the last thing I want to see. But hey, if you like that, that's cool. Okay, now I'm just gonna get the sides of this. But man, that video. And there's this other video that I enjoyed where this guy with this obvious accent was explaining how to post on this website, which was similar to like a blog. And that video was so old. I think it was like, not too old, but I think it was like 2005, maybe 7. I want to say it was 5. And he's, oh man, such a good video. I still listen to it. I'm glad he hasn't erased it. What I'll probably do is I'll probably go back and save it just in case, and keep like a database of these videos that I really enjoy, these unintentional ASMR videos that I enjoy, and just listen to them whenever I just have the want for it. I remember this girl. think she lived in England. And if I remember, her name was Nana Tat Tat. Yes. How could you forget someone like that? And I really, really enjoyed her ASMR videos. For being nothing too special. But I remember she took them down. And if you're familiar, I believe she took it down because she was about to start uni. And I guess she was just like kind of embarrassed that people could find her online, so she took them down. And I was so upset because I loved watching her videos. So when I think of a video I enjoy, I think about that. I think about the fact that it could go down at any second and I'll never have it ever again. And all I have is just the memory of it. I get a little scared sometimes that anyone can do something like that, you know? Anyone can just close their channel, delete their videos, and that's it. You just kind of hope that someone might have it and you might run across it one day. It kind of sucks. But, you know, it's all their choice. It's just, it's sad. It's sad when something you really enjoy comes to an end. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. There's a piece of hair in my paint. What are you doing there, hair? So, I've been playing a good amount of Final Fantasy X, and I think I'm really close to the end, and as much as I'm kind of sad to the fact that it's going to end pretty soon, I'm really glad that I'm able to replay it and be able to play it through parts that I missed, so it's a whole new experience. Like, I've already passed where I was back when I had it on PS2. I'm really enjoying it. I've probably put about 30 hours in now. Just taking my time, having fun with it, playing some blitzball games. I used to hate blitzball, but I really wanted to win the tournament. At least once. I told myself, I just want to win for Waka. And I probably tried about 4 times and I won. And after that I just really liked it and started to play it. And now I even want to go back and I want to get my dream team, or a dream team, you know, just best dream. Like, a player I really want right now is Nimruk from the Albed Sykes, because that guy is the best goalie. Hands down. when I'm on my team. And he has 16 more games on his contract, I saw when I was on the airship. So I just have to wait till the next time I can play blitzball. And I'm going to pick him up, hopefully. Hopefully my dog in the background is assisting with some tingles, because he's doing his own thing. I think he knows I'm recording, so he wants to help. My little dog Pinto. Last night when I was recording, man, an hour and 30 minutes. That's fine. I'll make it up. He was being very noisy. Right now, I think he's trying to cut his nails. But, yeah, he was trying to wake up my other dog at, it was probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. Just trying to wake my other dog up. My other dog's just looking at him like, man, what the heck? You know what? I don't think I've run across anyone who, like, really curses in ASMR videos. I don't know if it's, like, some sort of ASMR etiquette. I try to be proper, but, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who make ASMR videos are big time cursors like myself. I curse quite a bit. I'm very bad when it comes to cursing. And yeah, it's just you don't come across it really. But I was wondering if it would present any nice tingles. You know, because it's just a word. They're just words. It's what you do with them that counts. But I'm interested in making a video of curse words and try to see if there's anything to it. That's it for the yellow. So I'm just going to clean off my brush. Try to get all the paint off so I don't mix it with the other colors, which is why I'm trying to do the lighter colors and then go to the darker. So next I'm going to do red. Yeah, so the paint in my first video was horrible. And I was like, man, is this how you paint? It was just so dry. It's been so long since I've used that thing that, and so long since I've painted that it almost made me forget. I thought maybe that I could salvage it in some way, but no. That you really can't do. I'm just move this to the side. And we'll start the red. Make sure that's clean. So for $1, this is a very decent set. But I'll definitely need to find some use for it. Might as well. Might as well, because I don't want to waste it. I mean, it was only $1, which is the reason I picked it up, was so that I wouldn't have to worry about not using it much, but it'd definitely be good, especially if I had a stereo mic. And I would use my webcam, but I really don't want to have to lower my resolution in order for the webcam's mic to sound decent. I think it's just a little stupid. But I mean, it's a webcam, so you can't expect too much. I just tried my best to optimize the video so that it has a higher quality to it. I mean, it's pretty decent. What I'm doing right now, 720p, 30 frames per second. The bitrate's not too bad either, so I mean, I really think it's comparable to a DSLR when it comes to something like this. Just something simple. Don't need to get the ends of these, because I'm going to glue them into the wings. So I'm just going to do a little bit and wait for that to dry and do the other side. Hopefully that it just picks up. Still trying to find a good placement for my light. Try to get the best out of it. But I really like the warmness. And I sort of like the contrasting colors, where you have a really nice kind of wider neutral white, a little bluish, and then you have the warm. I kind of wish I could diffuse the natural lighting a little bit better. I really can't. I would need some sort of diffuser. And I'm really big undo-it-yourself stuff, but my window's just too big. But hopefully I can pick up some lamps, maybe have some lying around that I don't know about, or something in the attic, and use that. So though I'm a little upset that yesterday's video sucked because of my phone dying, I'm glad I stopped, because if I had continued and glued, I would have felt almost obligated to upload the video anyways, and I don't want to do that. I don't want the audio to sound bad or be too much of a nuisance. I mean, it's not the best quality, but it is better than my webcam, and it is better than nothing. So, I mean, if I had put a lot of hard work into what I was doing, if I was doing a role play, I would definitely have just did it anyways and apologized. But I look forward to picking up a new mic sometime, binaural or stereo mic, and do something with really low noise, and be able to finally do some role plays. I would really enjoy it. So it's just a matter of time before I can get better equipment and start doing different things, start showing my face a little more. I kind of like the look of wood not being completely painted and still showing, that it's wood. It still has that wood material look to it, where when you paint, you still see whatever you're painting over. It's like different kind of like hues or shades. And this is different that I'm recording during day, because I usually record at night, but plus I like it when my dogs are asleep. One of my dogs is he's asleep right now. Yeah, Pinot is still clipping his nails. But I'm home alone, and it's a good time. And I wanted to try natural lighting with artificial lights, so giving this a shot. If you want to let me know how it looks. Don't want to use too much paint. Just want to use enough. When you hear, like when you're using good like noise canceling headphones or like earphones, and you hear things in the background like a knock or a car drive by, I like how you're kind of like, was that the video or was that real life? I would get one more piece of chocolate, but I really do not want to get paint and eat it. I don't want to eat paint. I'm sure it's not that good. I'm trying to have what I'm painting lit up. I want to try to get a nature video. I need to try to figure out how to capture the wind without it sounding nasty. I love the way the sun reflects off the green, the plants and trees and leaves. Painting is definitely relaxing. I wish I could pick up the sounds of my brush strokes a little bit better. I'm sure you won't be able to hear it too good, but you never know. I'm gonna have to look for some glue too. I don't know if I have any wood glue. I don't think Elmer's glue would be good enough. And I think Gorilla Glue would be overkill. So since the top is going to be glued, I can leave the top and I'll just glue the bottom. Got a little pain on my fingers. That's fine. Almost forgot to get the other side. Okay, so I won't have to paint this little section right here. The sides. This stuff will be green. Okay. Funny to be hearing a plane. Not really funny. It's not really funny. I'm sorry. I wonder how much paint was supposed to come with the kit. Because you would need a good amount. Not too much, but enough unless they want spots to miss. And reason you might be hearing a lot of planes, and I don't know how many you'll hear, is we have a training field no more than a mile away from here. And just kind of spread this out. Get all the excess off. Allow it to dry just a little bit faster. I would like to play Final Fantasy right now. I want to beat it and try out 10-2. I've never played 10-2, but I heard it's not too bad. Let's try 2 lemon heads. I don't even know why they gave sandpaper, because it's not really needed. These edges aren't bad at all. I guess unless you wanted a completely smooth plane. But it's probably not a good idea to give some young kid sandpaper unless there's complete supervision, because they could probably do something bad with it. They could go up to your TV and start scratching up the screen, or your phone, or just something that's something that something that needs like some sort of visibility, like a watch. If you saw your kid scratching up your wristwatch. So I won't worry about these two edges. I'm just gonna fill it up a little bit more. It's good enough. Next we'll do the green. Or actually, let's finish up the red. This will be red and green. Then with the body, this part right here will be red. So let's do the small part first, so that we can allow it, like these rods, to dry up. Once again, I'm not going to care too much about the ends, because that'll be green. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It's just $2. This is something that I won't be keeping. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I won't have a use for it. Kinda wish I could just give it away. Maybe there's someone who wants it out there watching this. Maybe. Probably not. Okay. While that dries, let's do this little pivot where you would be sitting. You know what I just thought would be pretty cool? If there was something out there that could just be passed on to ASMRists, you know, just something simple, but could be sent from ASMRist to ASMRist, and for them to each do like a unique, their own kind of like signature spin on it. Okay. Then we'll just do this end right here, where your back would be against. Go back to this, paint the other side. And my idea is just to replicate the model kit's airplane that's shown on the cover. If you didn't know, that's what I'm basing the paint on, because I could use any color. I could have just painted the whole thing white, or black, or both. Which kind of would have been cool. But, you know. Don't have to think too hard on a $2 kids kit. Okay, that's good for me. That's going to be one of the hard parts, is gluing this. I use that side, glue that on top. I'll have to like prop that up or something. I don't know, it's gonna be weird. I think even the wheels will have to be glued. Or else it would just fall off the ends. So that's it with the red, I believe. Yeah. So let's just put the cap back on. Make sure it's on there tight. Just clean our brush for new color. Just one more time. Well, let's do it one more because I'm still getting red out of it. That's pretty good. I'm not too worried about mixing just a little bit, as long as I get the majority out. Let's just pull the rest of the pieces out. And we'll open up the green. So this piece right here will be completely green. The wheels will be completely green. Though we can have we can do a light color, because I plan on just gluing the rod to these two, and then glue the wheels to that. So let's open up green. And there's always a good amount in the cap at first. I'm just going to use that. do this first. Let's just move some of this stuff. It's gonna be blue. I think maybe I had a little bit of water left on my brush. Just gonna spread this out. Make sure my brush is dry. Then we'll do the one side of the wheels. Spread it out. Yeah, I must have had a little bit of moisture left because this is a little bit lighter. So let's just kind of go back over it. See if we can make it just a tad darker. Which doesn't seem like it wants. So quite a bit of planes going over. See. You don't hear them every day, so. I like the sound of planes. Take some of the paint off. Just use what we have. Spread it. And just take all the excess off as much as we can. Looks like the wheel was chipped or something. Let me just go back over this a little bit. And then I'll just use the cracked side to glue. Finish the back side of this. I guess it's just this piece of, I probably would have benefited from a little bit of sandpaper to have the paint stay on a bit better. How ironic to have a whole bunch of I almost said trains. I got stuck with planes, so I said tanes. For planes to be flying around. I think they know. They probably watch my videos. Nah, I'm just kidding. Obviously. Get the edges. Spread it out. Remove some of the excess. Back side of the wheels. I normally just chew on my lemon hedge. But I think the clicking against the teeth is a lot more enjoyable than the crunching. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the one to be sucking on lollipops. I just chew it. Just go ahead and paint all these sides. And you know what, I was just thinking, maybe it's not even the webcam that actually makes the noise. Maybe it's my computer, because I'm on a older desktop that I got when I was 2006, 6-ish. I'll be able to try it sometime. Let's see. Don't want to add a second cone. I just wanted to spread all that came off the side, so it's not clumpy. Paint's the number one to get all over me, and I'm gonna get more on me, probably. If you like the sound of planes, you're in for a treat. That's probably all you'll hear for the rest of the video. Okay. There's really nothing left in the cap, so just a little bit. Mix it around. Wipe some of that excess off. Don't need too much. And do what we have been doing. Paint. When I'm completely done, I'm probably going to grill me some burgers or something. Oh, no more bread. Need bread. Don't know what else I could grill. I feel like grilling. I've been grilling a lot. Almost daily. The way that green is dried up, it's looking kind of bad. Let's see if I can wipe some of that off. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. I don't want to have to apply another coat. It'll probably dry up though. So we'll just leave that. Oh, we're not even done with the grain. What was I thinking? Let me make sure. Squeeze. Let's try nice little stretch. Let's start with the wings. And it appears to be maybe a centimeter. You can tell my dogs are getting a little bored now. So this won't be perfect, and I know that. So I'm not going to focus too hard on it. Just want to make sure that I can get the best green out of it. It's pretty close to straight. Just leave it like that. And, try to create a line here. Have something to work with. Yep. See if I can do it again. That was close. That's about it. That's all good. And the green is definitely, when it dries up, it looks to stay one color, so that's good. That's pretty good. So let's do the other side. I'll just pop it right there. There's that hair again. Hello, hair. Or are you a piece of the wood? Now both my dogs are sleeping. And they look really cute. Here in a second, I'll take I can't. I'm using my phone as a mic. There's some cute dogs out. I'm surprised they give me this much peace for my video. During the day, they're usually a lot louder and hyper, but maybe I'm relaxing them. So we'll let the door, and luckily, because my dogs got up real fast and ran to the door, they knocked over my light and my mic. Luckily, the bolt didn't break. And everything should be back to normal. Just hopefully, since my dogs are up, I'll let them run around the house and hopefully they're not loud. If they are, I'll do a little bit of editing to cut anything loud out, like barking. Okay. Not too bad, yeah. We also have this right here. And then also this. So just go ahead and just put the same length as the wings. Here's some duck draws in the background. for blue. Different color. Leave the brush in here for a second as I put on. Give that just a second to dry as let's try three lemon heads. And we will do blue. Let that dry for a second. Get started on the body of the plane. We're just going to take a nice big blob and spread it out. See how effective that is. Not too bad. And we'll just try to scoop up and use the rest of this here around the cap. Try not to get any of the seed too much, at least. Spread some of that out so that there's not too much thickness. And I don't mind a little bit of color coming off, so let's just mix this blue around a little. Wipe some of that off. I'll just paint the other side. And then how about we just do one more side? Yeah, I'm thinking if I did sand it better, the paint would have been a lot better. Because this side's a little rough, and it's definitely holding the paint better than the sides are. It's actually yeah, so it definitely would have been. I mean, that's obvious if you know things about painting that having a rougher surface area will keep paint on better. But I listened to the sound of the sandpaper, and it didn't sound too good. I'd have to do it real nice and slow. And the thing is, that would just take way too much time. That would take like probably an hour in itself, if not. I guess it depends how much I wanted to sand it, but with how slow, yeah, probably an hour to an hour and a half. And I really didn't plan on having this video as long as it is right now. That's fine with me. Take a while to encode and to upload, but if someone out there likes it, that'll be great. Actually, Let's sand it just a bit. I'm basically sanding off the paint right now. I'm doing this a little bit faster than I would want. But if I need to, I'll just turn down the sound a little bit to make it easier to listen to. Or maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe someone out there likes the sound of sanding. So the sandpaper was too fine and it didn't really rough it up. It actually made it smoother. I have paint all over my hands. Turning into a Smurf. I would get more sandpaper, but I mean, it's a $2 model. The paint's not going to make much of a difference, especially because it's watercolor, so it could easily come off if it were to get wet. And if I wasn't using watercolor, it'd probably come off, or it'd probably stay on and look thicker. That's fine though. I just feel like I sanded for no reason, but that's not much trouble. It's no big deal. Just gonna kind of rush through this. At least that it's smoother, the paint will spread a lot easier. That's one benefit for it just being smooth. Since there's a lot of noise going on now, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to stop the video after I'm done painting, glue it, and then just show it off at the end. especially because of the gluing and letting it sit. I guess it depends on the glue I use, but that'll be another 30 minutes to an hour. I'm not going to try to spend too much time, so I'll probably spend about 30 minutes. Maybe I'll even go faster and try to speed run the glue and go for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Plus, I think this video will be long enough. If you're not finding it relaxing, hopefully you do, but I'm sure anyone listening or still watching would be, maybe you're sleeping now. So I don't want to be too loud, and I know when I'm gluing, I'm going to want to cuss just a bit, because I know I'll probably have stuff falling. Okay. So I'm gonna glue this bad boy together, and I'll just show you whenever it's glued and ready. And here is the finished biplane model. I really hope that you enjoyed this 2-hour video, my longest yet.